Don't use your family as an excuse when it comes to pursuing your goals. As a young man, what should be the most important thing in your life right now is your purpose and then your family. I know that might sound weird for me to say. Some people might find it offensive, but let me explain before people get all angry. If you put your family before your mission, before your purpose, no one will respect you because you don't respect yourself. All right? If the thing that you want to do most is you want to pursue your mission, let's say you want to be a basketball player, or you want to have a certain body, a certain body physique, right? So like you're working out and shit, or if you want to become a educational YouTuber, like me, then whatever the goal is, put that over the needs of your family, right? Because if you don't prioritize, if you don't pursue what is the most important thing to you, putting something else over it, your family, then you aren't respecting yourself, right? You're not listening to what you want. If you don't listen to what you want, if you don't respect yourself, then nobody will respect you. Your family won't respect you. They won't look at you as an athlete. They won't look at you as a educational creator. They won't look at you as a gym rat, you know? You are deceiving yourself and you are lying to yourself. You're lying to your family. You need to be honest with yourself and put your mission over your family. That's just how it is. It just has to be that way. Also, your life will suck if you don't do that. Again, you are self-sabotaging, and if you find purpose and fulfillment in your mission and you aren't pursuing that with all that you can, and you are instead putting family time over it, putting the needs of your family over it, then of course you are going to feel depressed. Of course you are going to feel unfulfilled. You need to put your purpose over your family. It's just that simple, right? If you don't know what your purpose is, find it, fully commit to it. I plan on making videos soon about how to find your purpose, so just be ready for that. But so find and fully commit to your purpose, right? But also try to find a way to embrace your family as well in the process, because you don't want to just be a workaholic, right? You don't want to put your mission as the number one thing and cut out everything else from your life, right? Cut out your family, cut out your friends, everything else. That isn't right to do, and it's not a way to live as well. You're not living in that way when you're doing that. So purpose and your mission, and have your family, embrace your family as well, but they come second. They come always second to your purpose. Unless it's like an extreme example, like your brother's having a heart attack and you need to drive him to the hospital. You're like, oh wait, I gotta go to the gym first. Let me finish this set and then I'll be right with you, right? And that's an extreme example. But put your mission over your family always, right? And because, like I said, if you do that, then you are respecting yourself, you are listening to yourself, and then you are respecting yourself, and that will make others respect you. Your family will start to respect you. Friends will start to respect you. You don't get respect from others if you don't put yourself first, if you don't respect yourself. That's just how it is. And again, when you put your purpose above everything else, not only are you respecting yourself, but you are also doing everybody a huge favor, right? So for me, I want to be an educational content creator, right? I want to educate young men. I want to help them live better lives, right? That is my purpose. That is my passion, right? if I do that and I start to make money and I start to make a lot of money, right? Then I will have enough money to retire my parents. That is one of the biggest goals that I have right now. Because my parents are older. They're not the oldest people, but they are older, right? And my dad talks about retirement every single day. I'm not even joking. He talks about it every single day, and he is exhausted from working. He's had to work 2-3 jobs in his life just to maintain. And he has put so much work into us, his children, and his wife, my mom. And he has been so selfless with that. And I want to retire him, right? I don't want him to have to work another 7 to 8 years. It's not that much longer for him, being that he's been working his whole life. But he is exhausted, and if I could retire him before that, I would love to see his face when I do that. That is one of my biggest goals right now. My mom, she's probably going to have to go back to work in a couple of years, and she is dreading it. She's trying to keep a happy face, right? She's trying to be a mom, a good mom, right? Trying to disguise her pain, right? So that her children won't feel it, so that her husband won't feel it. But I can see that she is very distressed about it, and I don't want her going back to work. I want to retire her and my dad before that, so that they don't have to work again, right? That is why I need to be selfish, and I need to put my needs above theirs. I'm not telling them about this. I want it to be a surprise when it happens. And they may not understand it now, but that is one of my goals, right? One of the reasons why I'm doing this. Obviously, it's because of you guys. It's to help you live better lives and live more meaningful and fulfilling lives, to help you overall in your life. My stomach just growled. But to retire my parents, that is also a huge part of it, right? So if I put my purpose over them, over my family right now, then that will lead to me retiring my parents, or lead to a better probability of me retiring my parents, right? But if I put my family over my purpose right now, then that will lead to worse lives for everybody, right? Not only will I be able to retire my parents, but I'm going to feel unfulfilled at the same time, and I'm going to be more depressed. And it's just that simple, right? Put your needs over your family, put your purpose over your family, and that will lead to a better life for everybody, right? Be selfish and be more than what they think you are, right? A lot of times we fall into the stereotypes that other people put on us, right? We try to start doing this habit, or we try to break this habit that we have. Maybe you're kind of known to do a certain thing, right? And like your family knows you the most, right? So they have this stereotype for you, and you oftentimes subconsciously fall into it without realizing it. You need to show that you are more than what they think you are, right? You need evidence, you need proof. I haven't been known to be like the best speaker or the best or like the smartest person, right? And that is a mindset and mentality that I have often fallen into subconsciously, because that's what other people think of me, right? I'm trying to break that habit. I'm trying to show that I am more than that I can make these unedited videos that make sense, that where my words flow coherently, right? I'm not the best. I'm trying to get better. If you've seen some of my videos, there's lots of ums, and I keep on like looking up to the side and stuff. See there, I just messed up. But I'm trying to get better, right? I'm trying to break the habit. I'm trying to break the stereotype. You need to show that you are more than what they think of you. Don't use your family as an excuse to be less than you can be, right? If you know that you can achieve a certain physique, right? That if you go to the gym consistently over months of time that you will start to see that six-pack. You will start to be stronger. You'll get bigger and everything. But if you haven't been the most physically active your whole life, and all of a sudden you have this urge to become a better version of yourself, but your family keeps on like saying, "Oh, look at Matt trying to be the macho guy, right? Trying to be that big guy." You can fall into those stereotypes, right? And just be like, "Oh, well, maybe I'll only go like 3 times a week, right? Maybe I won't go to the gym today. Maybe I'll just be with my family and we'll watch a movie where we don't laugh at all and we just kind of like stare into the abyss instead of actually enjoying the movie, right? Just wasting time." Put your needs and your mission over your family, and that will lead to a better life, not only for yourself, but for every person of your family and of your whole life. When you are pursuing what you find fulfilling, your life will become so much better, and everybody's life will become so much better as well. They will respect you because you respect yourself, because you are not afraid to be selfish and put your priorities over your family. That is my message for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, like and subscribe. Do all that shit so that you can get more helpful self-improvement tips from me. My name is Matthew, and I will see you later.